Expanding Purpose, our mission is to help people to discover, to develop, and deploy their purpose for being alive through kingdom leadership. We hope this message is a blessing to you. Let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about the top 12 essentials for today's leader, part 2. The top 12 essentials for today's leader. So go grab a pen, grab a paper. If we add value to your life, please subscribe. If we add value to your life, share with someone, let them know. Here we go. This is part 2, so I'm going to really quickly recap the first video. Please take the time, look at the video. It will really help you. But I want to recap it real quick. Today's leader, number 1, purpose. You understand that you were fearfully and you were wonderfully made by God to fulfill a purpose. And that purpose is to remove a burden. That purpose is to destroy yoke. That purpose is to bring healing into someone else's life. And so it's an individual thing. So purpose is number 1. Number 2 is vision. You see yourself. The businessman sees himself opening up his business and providing service. The singer sees herself on the stage and other people getting blessed by it. The fisherman sees themselves fishing. Vision is there's that photograph that's in your mind and you see yourself accomplishing that thing. Now, number 3 is passion. You have an almost uncontrollable energy about this thing, about what you saw in that vision, about fulfilling your purpose of becoming. And that's what energizes you. You don't need an alarm clock to get you up. Your passion gets you up. The vision you saw gets you up. That's what gets you going. Now, number 4. Before I get to number 4, I want to go back a little bit and understand most people do not understand their purpose for being alive. And since they don't understand their purpose for being alive, they haven't really seen a vision of it, and you have. So you understand your purpose for being alive. You understand you've seen the vision. You've got this passion about this thing, and now the haters come out. You can't accomplish that thing. You're too old. You can't accomplish that thing. You're too young. You can't accomplish that thing. You're the wrong color. You can't accomplish that thing. You don't have a college degree. You can't accomplish that thing because you don't have enough money. The haters come out. So step number 4, quality number 4 for today's leader is conviction. You must have a conviction about the thing that you saw. You must have a conviction about the seed that had been planted in you. Martin Luther King had an absolute conviction about the rightness of what he was doing, even though there was resistance. Harriet Tubman had an absolute conviction of the rightness of what she was doing, even though there were slave catchers were trying to get her. Nelson Mandela had an absolute conviction about fighting apartheid. You must have an absolute conviction about the rightness of what God has put in your heart. That's number 4. Number 5 now is dedication. You are now dedicated to seeing this thing happen to you. You have dedicated money. You have dedicated time. You've dedicated effort. You have set aside blood, sweat, and tears to see this thing happen. That's number 5. Number 6 is it's not about you. Today's leader understands he is a person of compassion. He is a person of mercy. Understand that when you were born, before you were born, when God made you, it was to remove someone else's burden. And so number 6 says that God is going to make you strong so that you can help the weak. God is going to prosper you so that you can help the poor. God is going to give you everything you need because you're going to operate out of the overflow. You're going to have an overflow of love, an overflow of peace, an overflow of joy. Number 6 is today's leader is a person of compassion and mercy for those less fortunate. That's the first 6. Go over the video, and now we're going to go from 7 to 12. Here we go. Number 7, today's leader understands that character matters. Your character matters. What that means is you do have a personal life, but you do not have a private life. What you do in the corner, in the booth, in the dark will be shouted from the rooftops. What you do in the dark will come to light. Your character matters. If we go into the scripture, we understand that the great King David, his character failure, he committed adultery, and also he killed the man of the husband. His character failure caused the death of his child. And the man of God had said that the sword will never leave your household because of your character failure. Moses, his character failure, anger management, he got mad. He got totally sideways with the people. And because he got mad and lost his temper, he lost his destiny. Esau's character failure. Esau was a man who had a birthright that was due him, but because he could not take authority over his gluttony, it caused him to lose his birthright. So your character failures, or lack of dealing with your character failures, can disqualify you from fulfilling your purpose. Character matters. Now, the next one. For today's leader understands that he's not for sale. There are some principles that are not for sale, and they're non-negotiable. And today's leader has actually sat down. He's formulated what are his non-negotiables. And with the understanding that the minute he formulates what his non-negotiables are, they are going to be tested. Let me give you an example. You're married. Your spouse isn't acting right. Your husband's not acting right. Your wife's not acting right. Is it okay then to go and cheat on them? Or is fidelity in marriage a non-negotiable? There's nobody around. Nobody will know it. No one's going to see it. Is stealing okay? Or is stealing a non-negotiable? If you get the bid, you bid the job, but you got to lie a little bit here, you got to lie a little bit there, you got to fudge a little, fudge. If lying will get you the bid, is lying okay? Or is lying a non-negotiable? What are your non-negotiables? Today's leader understands that there are some lines that I won't cross, and though nobody will know it, you will know it. And not only that, God will know that. Today's leader, non-negotiables. Now, the next one is, I have to keep up with, action plan. Godly leaders have an action plan. You have a plan. You've written it down. You understand where you're going and what you're doing. You're not blown by every fad that comes down the road. You're not blown by the winds of what's going on. You have locked in your GPS, and you understand that there are going to be some setbacks. There are going to be some obstructions that get in your way. But guess what? Rerouting. Your GPS is locked in on your coordinates. You may have to come at it another path. You may have to go at it another way, but your GPS is locked in. You don't change the destination. You just kind of change a little bit of the path in which you're taking. Okay, so this is where we're at. We've gone through it real quickly. The first 9 are purpose, vision, passion, conviction, dedication, compassion, Number 7 is character. Number 8 is non-negotiables. Number 9 is persistence. Today's leader is a person of persistence. He understands that when he first writes the book, when you first write the book, it may not be a bestseller. So you have to rewrite. You may have to rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite until it is a representation of you. You may also understand that when you open up your business owner, that everyone may not run to your door. It's going to take time. This is a part of seed, time, and harvest. So that's where we're at. The next time we're going to go into part 3 of this series on qualities for today's leaders. If we've added value to your life, again, share it. If we've added value, subscribe. Our mission is to help you to discover, to develop, and deploy your purpose through God-given, through kingdom leadership. Until next time, bye-bye.